Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Husky Budwoo podcast. This is your said Husky Budwoo, Ariel Duran. I know it's been a long time, over almost 2 months now since the last podcast that I recorded. I think I need to justify a little reasons as to why I've been out of it for a while. I'm sorry that I'm going right at it, but I'll just go right at it because reasons. I recently, if you've been listening to this podcast so far, you've been aware of what my story has been so far. From the latter half of this year, I moved to New York, and I was living in an undisclosed location up until the past month of November, when I finally had a place of my own. And being on the other place, it was a little difficult to record. Now I do have, more freedom since it is a place of my own. I'll have more privacy. But that transition to the new place was a little difficult because it's been difficult. The whole entire experience so far has been difficult. I moved to this country, to the U.S. I was living in the Dominican Republic. And I moved to this country in order to create a better life for my offspring, not necessarily for me. This is going to sound weird, but I really don't care about my outcome in life in terms of whatever happens. My main concern right now is the well-being and the future of my daughter. And a door opened for me to get a job in the States. And I'm grateful for the job, by the way. I'm very grateful. It pays well. And they've been very forthcoming and very generous to me. And they've been very understanding of my situation. And they've been very accommodating to every need that I have. So I cannot thank this company enough, and they'll remain nameless at this point because I'm currently working with them, and whatever I say, I don't want it to be going back to them because this is a private podcast. This all opinions and all matters recited here are my opinions, and it doesn't have to do with my employer. So I don't want to get them involved, but I am grateful for the opportunity they have given me to have a life here, but with all that being said, and also thanks to my family for helping me they're always checking up on me, making sure that there's nothing missing for me, that I'm taken care of. I'm thankful for that as well. But if you really knew me, my only concern is my little girl. It's my wife and my daughter, are my girls in my life. They are my main concern. They are the only thing that I care about. And just now, starting recording, I just finished a conversation with them, a nice conversation, seeing how they were, just following up on them. I call them every day to make sure that they're fine. I am thankful for technology that allows me to see their faces, not just talk to them, but also see their faces and be able to look at them and, look at them at eye to eye and be able to see their smiles and to talk to them. But it's been very hard on me. It's been hard on me on anything creative. And I felt like I'm in a slump in terms of making content, any type of content whatsoever. The weird thing is that I have my TeePublic store and it's still making sales, and I haven't submitted a new design in I don't know how many ages. But the old ones are kind of not selling like gangbusters because, believe me, I wouldn't have a job if they were be selling like gangbusters. But it amazes me that, old content is still sounding, and I've seen the numbers recently of the podcast, and there's some people that still listen to some of these podcasts, the older ones, I guess. So this still has numbers, which amazes me because I haven't touched this since October. And in the middle of this process that I'm going through, I mean, if you follow me on social media, whoever you are, the 2 or 3, 4 of you that listen to this podcast, you've noticed that I barely post anything. It's because life is difficult. And it's difficult to create. And I'm a creative kind of person. I like to create. I've always thrown myself into art in order to blank out the negativity and the outside stuff that tries to ruin my life. But this period in life has been very, very extremely difficult for me because I'm without the main source that keeps me going, which is my wife and daughter. Yeah, you could say God. Oh, what about God? That's a whole nother subject that I don't want to open that particular can of worms at this time. So I try to keep myself busy. I try to keep myself. I don't know how to say it. I mean, I try to keep myself entertained, active. The sleep apnea is still a thing. I'm sleeping less now than ever, which is doing great, by the way, in my health. And that's sarcasm by those of you who don't understand sarcasm. That right there, just there was sarcasm. I mean, right now, the only thing I'm watching is AEW, which is wrestling. I don't barely watch WWE anymore. I don't even watch movies, TV series. I mean, I try to watch Hawkeye. I recently got introduced to actually playing the Spider-Man games from PS4. I still don't have a PS4. Not that I want one or need one. And that didn't do anything for me. I mean, I tried to and believe me, the graphics were amazing. I was like, wow, these are amazing graphics. Nice gameplay. I mean, I beat the Kingpin in the first round or the first mission, whatever you want to call it. Spoilers for those of you who haven't played a freaking 3-year-old game, or 4-year-old game at this point almost. But sorry. The thing is, it hasn't been the same for me. It hasn't been a place where I am fulfilled in life, and I know this is a storm I have to weather and I have to go through in order to make paperwork for my wife and daughter, and I'm willing to take the lashes. I'm willing to, to go through what I have to go through in order to obtain the goal, which is get my girls next to me again, feel my girls next to me again. But this process has been more than I can bear. I never thought that this was going to be this hard. I mean, I knew it was going to be hard, but not the job, not living here. No. It's the lack of having these two people in my life. You have to understand. I'm going to be very open and very personal in this, and sharing it with the 5 people that listen to this podcast. Having a family is all I ever wanted. I never wanted things. I mean, yeah, you know how you want things. Like everybody wants to be rich. Not necessarily famous in my case. I don't want that. But yeah, good life, living comfortably, or whatever you want to call it. But most of all, what I wanted was a family. I always wanted a family. And by some luck or grace from heaven, I was afforded the most beautiful experience in my life. I know I sound like I lost my family. I'm speaking like if I've lost them. And I haven't. I know they're there. I talk to them every day. They're there, but they're not there next to me. And that's the hard part for me. That's the most difficult part for me. Because deep down inside of me, I knew this day would happen, this experience, this thing that I'm going through right now, these 5 months that I've experienced, the lack of my daughter, the lack of my wife. I knew eventually it would have to happen, but you know how you think things and you imagine things, but it's never quite as hard as the reality of it is. And that's what has happened to me now. I'm right now taking in the difficulty, the reality that is not being there for my wife and daughter. And my wife has gone through things. If you haven't listened to the podcast before, or you haven't heard the stories, part of the reason that inspired me to leave was because my wife got mugged twice at the beginning of this year, like in less than a month after one or the other. And that scared me to hell, because I don't want anything to happen to her. She's like, you have to understand, she married me. And you would be like, no, I'm a difficult person. I'm introverted in one of the worst ways. I understand now how difficult it is for other people to deal with me, because I'm such an introvert. And now, with my wife not being here, it's just gone tenfold. I've gone weirder. I've gone to DEFCON 18, whatever the hell you want to, the maximum level, I don't know. I've just gone there because I don't have my translator. I don't have the one person that I can truly be myself with. Because with people, I not that I fake it, it's just that I put a front in terms of, I put a wall, because I'm afraid of being hurt. I'm afraid of people, basically. I'm afraid of people. Because since I've been a child, I can question whether there is a God or a devil, but I've seen evil. Evil is real, and evil is people. Not all people, but some people. And if I don't know you, it's very hard for me to give you the benefit of the doubt. So my default position is to protect my ass. That's my default position in life, is to protect myself. And I let my guard down to this wonderful, wonderful human being, my wife, and she took me as is. That's a lot to ask. And she's been my translator for the past 14 going on 15 years. And sometimes she drives me crazy, not in the good way, but in the bad ways, the ways that only married couples understand. And then there are other ways that she drives me crazy for the best or right ways and best of reasons. But through it all, she's the only person that gets me. That truly gets me. That I've really let inside and see, the catacombs, the dead bodies, if you will. Metaphorically speaking, not real. I don't kill people. That was a weird laugh. So yeah, no death, no Garth Brooks kind of things here. That's an YMH joke. Google it, and also follow Garth Brooks' account and read the comments on the pictures. If you don't get the jokes, just email me or chat me. You can look up the website huskybarboopod.com. Email me and ask me about that, or you can just go to the source to YMH Your Mom's House, and they can fill you up and all the details and let you know. And well, that's pretty much a good laugh all by itself. But I digress. Anyway, I opened up my heart to this woman, and she took me as is, and that's asking a lot to any human being. And she has if you want to call that expression, the road hell is paved with good intentions. Well, brother, she has paved that road to the T, to the price, the highest price, because she's lived with me and she still wants to deal with me. She still wants to be with this ogre, to say the least, and kind of look like Shrek and act like Shrek. Anyway, and she gave me the best gift of all. Her and God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. That's my daughter. I have never in my life loved a human being like I love my daughter and my wife. There are no words to describe it. The type of love that I have for both of them. And I miss them so much. And that longing for them has caused me to run dry into the creative department. And I guess this rambling that I've been through these past minutes is just like a way to justify as to why you're not getting any content. So I'm sorry. I guess I'm being a little too real, a little bit too honest, a little bit too sincere. But you know what? That's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm going to aim for from now on. If I continue to do this, you're going to get the raw shit. You're not going to get a cookie cutter bullshit. You're going to get the real shit. I'm not going to bullshit you. There's enough bullshit in the world. From every fucking fence. Family bullshit, politic bullshit, social media bullshit, religion bullshit, even atheistic bullshit, even scientific bullshit. Bullshit is not limited to an ideology, my friend. Let me understand you. But I'm gonna pursue truth, and I'm trying to make myself a better person. I've done some crazy shit here as I've been. I purchased books and I'm gonna start reading them. Won't mention what type of books, but I just need to change what I'm doing right now because it's not conducive to good things, and I want to last a little longer. Like I want to see my daughter. I want to walk my little girl down the aisle when she's ready. And if I continue the lifestyle that I am right now, it's not that I'm consuming drugs. Never have been a drug head. Never, not pot, not alcohol, none of that shit. It's just that I'm overweight and I've never taken good care of myself. But I have a lot of sleep apnea, barely sleep at night. Handling a 9-hour job. 8-hour job, sorry. Not 9-hour, Jesus Christ. 8-hour job. I just want to make sure that I get there, that when my time comes to die, that my daughter's already been, gone through her process of life of, having her family, her kids, her experiences. And then I'm just a wrinkled old bastard that she has to put in a fucking nursery home or whatnot. And then just, let nature do what it does with me. And, I just want her that when it's really my time that she's ready for it, not now. She's 10, and I don't want to leave that image on her head of her father, ending before time. I want her to have a healthy dad. I want her to have a dad that she's proud of, and not this person that she has right now. There's a lot of good things that I might have, but there are things that I'm not particularly proud of. Not that I've killed any people. Again, I don't know why I'm going back to that. Why am I going back to the dead people? Maybe because it's real. No, it's not. It's not. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Anyway, maybe I'm overreacting too much. Maybe it's just that I miss them too much, and maybe I'm just being too somber. It's just that the bottom line you can take away from this, and God damn it, I'm so sorry. This is such a fucking downer of a fucking podcast. The thing is that if you have your family, if you have your wife, if you cherish your wife, if you actually like her, like being with her, you like your kids, give them a hug and let them know how you feel, I let my little girl know how she feels. I let my wife know how she feels. I do that every day. I mean, you don't know when it's your last day on earth. You don't know. You simply don't know. And yeah, we can talk about other shit later, but not on this podcast, not on this one. This is more like, yeah, I'm alive, and here's reasons why I haven't talked. And I know it's been kind of incoherent, but I hope that with me almost bawling half of the podcast and crying like a little bitch, you can understand where I'm coming from. And also some sorts of entertainment scene and 40-something old guy with almost all his beard being white now and talking shit and bawling in front of, putting it out there, by the way, in the ether, which, by the way, props to me. You got to give me props for that, for, opening up myself like that to total fucking strangers, to people who probably don't give a shit, or the 5 of you that might listen to you might find this amusing or laughing, or find this like this dude needs help. Either way, I guess that encapsulates, in essence, what is my life now. So, you're welcome if you're entertained, and if this has scarred you or scared you, I'm sorry, I guess. But it's the real sentiments, and I guess there are people on this earth right now that are going through worse shit than I am right now, and I should be thankful that this is my cup of tea right now and not something worse. So I should probably get a grip in life, and be thankful for what I do have, because although they're not here with me, I do have them. I didn't abandon them. I didn't leave them willingly or abandon them because I didn't want to be there or because I was too damn scared. I'm just here handling things from another position and preparing them a place where they can be in the future. So I'm kind of doing something for them. And I'm also still on top of stuff. I'm making sure that that nothing is missing over there. I'm making sure of that. So I'm not fucking up. I'm not going to fuck this up. I will not fuck this up for them. I will not. Because they mean the world to me. And, I'm rambling. The thing is, I should be thankful. Other people might be going, or are definitely going through worse things in life than what I'm going through. So I'm thankful that although this is my cross to bear right now, it's a better thing to go through now than other things that are out there. So if you're going through some hard times in your life right now, I feel you. I understand you. And be honest about it. I mean, you can have a cry about it. I'd rather do it publicly now than to pretend that nothing's happening. You can recognize your pain and go forward, keep going. And just because you feel pain, that doesn't mean that's the end of the world. No, I mean, tomorrow's another day. The sun will rise again. All the other positive metaphors, insert them here. But the truth of the matter is, life goes on. And your life goes on. I mean, it only stops when you're dead. Literally. And even not that, because guess what? The people around you, they keep living. And you left part of you in them. So just try to be a good person, not be an asshole. we have enough assholes in this world. I mean, and all of us have parts of assholes already, both figuratively and literal assholes. But you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm just gonna end it there. This is a weird one. All of them have been since I've come here, but hopefully soon we'll get some sort of resemblance of a normal podcast and not some Yahoo therapy session to total strangers that have to listen to me spew about how I miss my family and justify as to why there's been a 2-month hiatus of a podcast that's only been listened to by 5 people. That's a nice conclusion. Thank you for listening. This has been the Husky Bible. Follow me at website huskybiblepod.com. And again, this has been Ariel. Good night.